Red Nation, are we here?
The best show for Chicago sports.
Oh my God!
Yeah. What's good? I'm back. Hey, what is good, everybody? It is your boy, Panther Designer, back at it again. We are back in the building for another episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Live. On today's show, we're going to be asking the question, what does a successful season look like for the Chicago Bears? We're also going to be breaking down where we rank Justin Fields among new Bears head coach and quarterback combos. There's a lot of them in the league, yo. And then we got to talk a little bit about our Chicago Bulls, man, because you know what? They got Zach LaVine going to Dallas now. We got Zach LaVine all over the world. Let's go. Yeah. Let's keep it going, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always. How are you guys feeling, man? How are you guys after a Memorial Day weekend, 3-day weekend? If you're back to work and you need something to listen to, appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with the show. If you could do me a favor, though, if you're in here, even if you're listening, because I know some people just turn it on and listen. If you're listening right now,
push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
hit that like button, subscribe to the page, because we do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks. So you might as well make sure that you get in tune with us, man. How are y'all feeling? Shout out to the chat pulling up. We got Robert Schwartz in the chat. We got a Tale of Two Nations in the chat. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. I had an eventful weekend. Had a lot of fun. Lil bro got married. Yeah, I'm saying, had his wedding. He's heading off to San Diego right now to enjoy his honeymoon with his new beautiful bride, my new sister, Becky. Had a lot of fun at the wedding. Do got a question from the wedding based on what is appropriate conduct per price of alcohol. Gonna get into that. Because you always support the venue, first and foremost. You have to support the venue. If you're gonna be, don't be the guy that shows up with the cooler in the back and supports the venue none, knowing that this venue has set aside this for your family member's wedding, all of that, right? You got to support the venue. But after you do, what is appropriate etiquette for the car drink? Because I'm not going to lie, $8 a shot was a little pricey for me. $8 a shot, a little bit pricey for me. I like a double shot. I'm a double shot guy. Double shot of deuce, $16. Not bad if it's in the club, wedding venue, a little pricey. Of course, I had the stash in the whip. We had a couple of pre-made mules in that mug. You crack that mug open, you know what I'm saying? What's the appropriate etiquette and time? Let me know in the chat. How long do you have to wait before you go to the car? I think I probably waited about 3 hours. I bought a drink from the bar. About 3 hours later, yeah, I'm saying me and the wife were out there cracking a couple of the mules in the car. It's all good. We go back into the venue. Nobody's the wiser. Brother looks at me, gives me the nod. Let's roll to the car. Back out there with little bro. It's his wedding. He didn't care. Let's get into this content, though, man. As we welcome into the chat a very depressed Miami Heat fan, a very depressed Jimmy Butler fan. I think we all still kind of Jimmy Butler fans. Stephon the Don is in the building, man. Steph, what's good? Do you like the shot?
I'm living with it.
That's what I said.
I'm living with it.
That's what I
Dog, I'm living with it. It's good that we had a 3-day weekend because I literally like
You needed it.
I'm standing by. I'm living with the shot. I stand by it.
Okay. I'll say this. When he took the shot, I said that's the shot he has to take, one, because I didn't think y'all had 15 more minutes left in y'all, and two,
No, we didn't. We didn't.
because Jimmy Butler is one of the most clutch players in NBA history. When you look at the CWPA, which I don't know if people actually pay attention to that, but clutch wins per assessment, or clutch wins
Per possession?
No, clutch wins percentage added. So basically, how many buckets you make in the clutch, blah, blah, blah. Jimmy Butler's like ridiculous. It's like right now in the NBA, I think it's LeBron James, maybe KD, and then Jimmy Butler. You got to live with it, right? You got to live.
My only problem with the game, and I got receipts.
Yeah.
I have been watching basketball for 23 years. I have never seen them reverse a call.
That was wild.
In the middle of a game. No TV timeout, no nothing. And just wiped it off. And I got receipts because that was the same shot from the same court. Game 5 of the first series versus Atlanta. Oladipo took the same shot. It was the exact same shot, and he didn't step out, and they gave it to him. So why now? That was my only gripe. But other than that, I'm living with the shot. We made the ECF. I said they was gonna make the ECF. I didn't think we was gonna get to the final. I'm calling that a W season. I'm the W season.
I don't know, man. It's I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I go W. We'll talk about that in the second hour, though. First hour, we always talk Chicago sports, man. But that W season, I guess. I think the part where I would say maybe the L comes in is a lot of pieces that you thought were going to be pieces disappeared when you needed them to be pieces.
Oh no, yeah, no, definitely.
That aspect. But we'll talk about that in the second hour of the show, man. First hour, gotta ask the question to the chat. Shout out to the chat for pulling up, man. If you're in here right now, hit that like button. We got 30 in here, 11 likes. Let's get this mug ran up, man. Shout out to y'all for tuning in for the show. What does a Chicago Bears successful season look like? What does a Chicago Bears successful season look like? Is there a win total attached to it? Is there a certain level of development that you need to see? Is there a certain level of effort that you need to see, right? Because I think even for most of us, we could say effort on this team would count as a win for what we've seen from the last couple of years. What does a winning season for the Chicago Bears look like?
I would say
a successful season, I guess I should say.
I don't think it necessarily equates to wins. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, I feel like if the Bears and like all jokes aside, I'm not even trying to be funny. If the Bears come out and then like they have like a Lions season where it's like, okay, we losing all field goals, but not. We losing on field goals, but Justin Fields is like improving every game, and like the team around him is improving. I feel like that's a W season because I mean it all comes down to Justin, but at minimum that to me, if I'm a free agent, I'm looking at it like, yo, this team was fighting, they got a couple bad breaks. You feel me? If it was me and then I went over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe we turn those 4 wins into 12 wins, based off the schedule or something like that. So that's just how I'm looking at it, because I'm just basing the season off of Justin Fields and the team improvement. I'm not going off of any type of wins or anything like that. I mean, even though that's the plus, because you always want a W, but this is about Justin Fields and the rest of the team.
I think can you separate the two? That's really the question, right? And I think that's the question. As Baki in the chat, what's good, Baki?
What's good, Baki?
Hayes in the building with Chicago Bulls Central. Make sure y'all showing him love as well. Let's see what some of the people are saying. CBC says a successful season looks like Fields having great development, also development from our rookie secondary. How much the team unlearns from the Nagy era. Definitely can agree there. I think the question is, where does Justin taking a step equate to wins? Right? Like, I think we all think that the defense is probably our strongest point of the team. Strongest point of the team. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But for Justin to develop, your defense has to be bad if you're not taking wins into account. Right? Like, we've seen those seasons. Matt Ryan's had those seasons where he's putting up 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns to like 17 interceptions, and the defense was god awful, and you would lose every game 35 to 32. But I don't think that's this Bears team. So can you separate the development of Justin from the wins? That's the question that I have with it. And I think that I don't think you can. I think that for Justin to develop, because both sides of the ball are going to be interesting to see. I think that for Justin to develop, there's going to have to be wins involved for you to feel good about it, right? Because unless it's like the defense is playing well and we're in those close games and Justin Fields is making the throws and his receivers are just dropping them, I'd have a tough time feeling good about a 2-win season. Like 8 and 9, 7 and 10, I feel good about that. Right? That's a different kind of season. 8 and 9, 7 and 10, you probably are in a lot of those games, like you said.
Oh yeah, 7 and 10. That's the W said. That's what I got. I got them with 7 wins.
Yeah, 7 and 10, 8 and 9. Having less wins than losses doesn't change. But a lot of people are saying this is going to be a 2-win season, but Justin Fields develops. I don't think that's possible. The teams you're playing aren't that bad.
Nah, two wins, but he developing. You need to go back to the drawing board. That's
what I'm saying, right? Like,
you hustling backwards.
I'll say, okay, so yards wise, what in chat, let me know as well. What yards wise does Justin Fields have to do for you to feel good about yards, touchdowns, interceptions, for you to feel good about his season?
So I think I told you. I told you. I told you 3,200.
Yeah.
27 and 9 or 26 and 9. It was 3,200, 26 and 9. I remember that. 3,200, 26 and 9. As far as completion percentage, I'll probably say like 57, 58. Cause I think that's around the league average. Like if you completing 60, I mean like.
I think
hey, 4,000 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. You ain't hitting the end zone.
Hey, something ain't adding up. We both saw that coming. Hey, that math in my boy.
Hey, this man is big man right out here.
Yeah. I think a Trubisky season. Trubisky's first season was what? 3,500 yards. 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. To me, that's a attainable season for Justin Fields. You also have to keep the fumble numbers down. That's a successful season to me for Justin Fields. That's a successful season to me for the Bears, because if Justin Fields is making that happen, that means you've got some wide receivers on this team that are pretty good. If Justin Fields is making that happen, that means that you've got some blocking on this team that's pretty good, right? Like Mitch's first season there, our offensive line was decent.
Oh no, yeah, the first season there, but that was that wasn't Nagy, was it? That was
I shouldn't say first season. Mitch's first season with Nagy.
the first full season, 12-4, yeah.
Yeah. And so to me, right, like that's a successful season for Justin Fields, which inversely will be a successful season for the offense. And the fact that the Bears will probably be running the ball more than they'll be passing the ball, I think that that's something that you have to take into account as well, because Justin's probably going to get 24, 25 pass attempts a game. You know what I'm saying? And I think that changes what you can expect from him offensively, but you can still have a successful season. You can still be successful on the offensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, I don't know. I don't know what success for me on the defense. It could be the resurgence of our secondary. You know what success would be for me? If after losing Khalil Mack, we can still put pressure on the quarterback.
For some reason, but you want to know something though? For some reason, I think they can. I'm messing with Gibson and the rest of the boys. I don't know why, but I just feel like they're gonna take a step. I mean, they was already solid.
Yeah.
To me, for some reason, I feel like that part of the defense is gonna surprise some people. I don't think that the Jaquan Brisker like you guys drafting Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon is really gonna surprise everybody, because going through OTAs and everything, they already said they feel like that's a steal. I think the line may surprise some people. So,
and that's the big part of it, right? Like, listen, Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon can be as great as they want to be, but if you're not able to get pressure on the quarterback, they're not going to be able to hold up. You've got about 6 to 7 seconds. That's your zone. You've got about 6 seconds. If you're not putting pressure on your quarterback, and really, it shouldn't be that much. You really should have about 4 to 6 seconds. But if after 6 seconds, at that point, the play's broken down, the quarterback's going to be able to get, you know what I'm saying? Now it becomes man, essentially. And yeah, you're playing your zone, but you're trying to find something. If you're not getting the Chicago Bear, or if you're not getting that Chicago Bear pressure on the quarterbacks that we're used to seeing, it's going to change dramatically what this team is able to do. It's going to change dramatically what this defense is able to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep. Yeah.
It's going to throw everything off. It's going to throw everything off. And so, for me, success on the defense is getting pressure on the quarterbacks. I continue to say this. When did Kyle Fuller look his best? Kyle Fuller's not a great cornerback.
Also, how many corners do the Ravens need? That's my question. But
and they're trying to supplement it like you were with on Madden, basically.
Hey, dog. Hey. We got 6 corners in the room. I mean,
yeah. But
y'all not playing. I just want y'all to know.
but even that, right? Like the speed, all of that, that's great. But again, pressure on the quarterback. Kyle Fuller, to me, is making a mistake where he's not consistently he's not going to teams that consistently get pressure on the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, when were you at your best? When people could sack the quarterback every single play. When you had a chance to get to the quarterback legitimately every single play. He's not the same DB when he doesn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I think that the most important thing that the Bears can do to move forward, to see success on the defense, is get pressure on the quarterback. And then all of a sudden, you'll start seeing Jalen Johnson with those takeaways. Kyler Gordon able to shine the way he does. Otherwise, dog, if you're not there within 4 seconds, that ball's gone. That ball's gone. And by the way, 4 seconds is with immaculate coverage. 4 seconds is in the when you're in your spots in the 4-3, like there's nothing open.
Absolutely not.
So
absolutely not. And
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like, not to say no one else matters, but it's all going to be predicated on Robert Quinn, Snowden, Justin Jones, Travis Gibson, all those mugs, man. Those are going to be the guys to me that are going to make the biggest difference for the Bears, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in early with us, man.
I mean, if they get them week 1, we still don't know what's going on with that.
Oh, Quinn, bro, I told you. Jason Lagafor reported it. He's probably staying 4 more seasons.
Hey, as long as he there week 1. And don't forget about Tonga. Yeah,
Chris Tonga. I like Chris Tonga.
Yeah,
as well.
Chris Tonga and Gibson is solid. Like I said, the line is going to be the unit that's going to surprise some people. And I don't know. We'll see. It's just a wait and see game. You know, we gotta wait till week 1. But I'm pretty optimistic.
No, yeah, I'm optimistic on the season. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I'm optimistic on what I would call a losing season. I mean, it is a losing season. I have the Bears 8-9. I legitimately think getting rid of Matt Nagy is 2 wins. Like, just he's gone. You could have replaced Ringo. Could have been coaching the Bears. 2 wins better. Why? Because Ringo.
At minimum, we running the ball.
At a minimum, he's running the ball.
Hey, we running the ball. Hey, the league we was just in, I ran the ball 30 times. Buddy was not expecting. I won the game. He hit me back. You ran the ball 30 times. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah.
At a minimum, we running the ball.
We running the ball
on 3rd and 1. Guess what we doing? We're running the ball.
Running the ball.
Like, 2 wins better with Ringo coaching the team. That's how bad I think Matt Nagy was. I'll go this far. The fact that we won 6 games last season is a Christmas miracle. That's how bad the offensive scheme was. That's how bad our play calling was.
I knew it was bad when Muggs was like, "Hey, we need the there," because who was because who did Nagy get the plays up to for like 2 weeks?
Bill Lazor.
Muggs was like, we need Bill Lazor. I'm like, hey, bro, you know he was 31st in offense.
Clamoring for Bill
when
Lazor.
Like he put up 15, we scored twice. He didn't no.
Bro. And here's the thing, right? Bill Lazor was the better of the 2 offensive players or offensive play callers, and he still was only giving you 22 points.
Yeah. I'm like, no, he was 31st. When he was
bro, Mitch Trubisky, while a quarterback under the Chicago Bears, was ranked 34th. There's only 32 teams. There were 3 backups better than him. Come on, bro.
There's whale poo. And then like,
oh man, hit you.
Bro.
Hey man, appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel, only channel talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talk. So make sure that you get in tune with us. Here's another question. Because the Chicago Bears are one of many teams this offseason that changed up their head coach. Some teams changed up their quarterback combination. A lot of new head coaches, a lot of movement. lot of quarterbacks coming in, a lot of young guys, stuff like that, right? Where do we rank the Chicago Bears among those coaches, quarterback combos that have made changes around the league?
All right, so we got Matt Ryan, Marcus Mariota, are we? For the sake of this conversation, I'm gonna say Trubisky and I'm gonna say Trubisky and Tomlin, even though I don't think Trubisky starts. Josh McDaniels and Derek.
Daniels and Derek. I had a list here too. I gotta find it real quick. But
I probably got to say, out of everybody that switched up, I actually like that combination better. I actually like that combination as the best one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Josh McDaniels. Derek. Yeah, but he got a defensive. But dude is offensive.
You also got Russ and
and
whatchamacallit from
So you know what? Nah, I give Josh McDaniels and Derek Carr 2. I give Russ and I forget the head coach's name. I get him 1.
That's a good one. That's probably gonna be that's gonna be the most interesting combo. Russ and over on the Broncos.
Yeah, I keep forgetting Buddy's last name. Hold on.
I'm trying to pull my list up. I don't know what I did with it. I'm kind of salty right now. Nathaniel Hackett, yeah. Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat. Always ready with the list.
Then you got Tua and Buddy from the
That's
Dolphins.
not a good one. Tua, we doing Tua right now.
Hey, we gotta throw him in there for the sake of the conversation. I'll put Mitch in there.
That's the bottom.
That's definitely bottom. And I think it's gonna take him 3 games for him to believe that he's not that dude.
Bro, I don't see success there. I'll be wrong on that one, right? But I don't see, like, so many people have come out and said no, like he's not the guy. I don't know why y'all.
My boy out here doing commercials,
believing he's the guy. I mean, like, what about him? He's doing commercials, bro. Like, literally multiple NFL people around the league are like, I don't know why they picked him. We don't believe in him. And listen, maybe he can prove them wrong, but I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the Dolphins being that next level team. Here we go. Finally found my list here. All right, so here we go. Don't worry about that. So, Tom Brady and Todd Bowles.
that's in place. They already said they're not switching the system. So
head coach and quarterback combo. It's a different dynamic when you're the head coach. Nathaniel Hackett, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, Kevin Stefanski.
I forgot about that.
Matt Ryan, Frank Wright. Oh, there's a lot of them, bro. There's 17. Kirk Cousins, Kevin O'Connell, Derek Carr, Josh McDaniels, Trevor Lawrence, Doug Peterson, Kenny Pickett and/or Mitch Trubisky, Mike Tomlin,
Kenny Pickett,
Trey Lance, Kyle Shanahan, Tua and Mike McDaniels, Justin and Matt, Eberflus, Carson Wentz and Ron Rivera, Jameis Winston, Dennis Allen, Daniel Jones, Brian Daboll, Geno Smith, Pete Carroll, which kind of was last year, but knew where he's the starter no matter what. Mariota, Arthur Smith, and Davis Mills and Lovie Smith, the Smith combo. How you ranking those right there? How you feeling about that? Where do you feel like Justin and Eberflus are in the scheme of things among that?
Okay, so I'm okay. I'm gonna go Brady and Bulls #1. Just because they already said they're not really switching the system, they've been in the system. It's like you. I will give you the one thing though. It is different when you go from DC and now you now you the head coach. So I give you that, but it's Tom Brady. The system ain't changing. They still running the same thing. Then I gotta go Russ. I gotta go Russ and What'd you say? What was it? What was the coach name?
Russ and Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah, right. I gotta go Russ and Nathaniel Hackett. I'll go. Man, it's tough. You know what? You right about that though. I have to say that they're in the middle.
Watson and Stefanski ain't bad.
Nah, Watson. Because I think what's gonna happen with that is they're going to shock some people because I think the playbook will be opened up a whole lot more, especially with Deshaun, because you have it where
because he can play football.
Baker can only do so much.
So let's do it this way, right? Let's do it this way. I'll throw a combo out. You say above or below. For Justin and Matt and Coach Flus. Davis Mills, Lovie Smith.
You can still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Davis Mills and Lovie Smith, above or below?
Below. Come on now. He gave us.
Well, I'm saying Justin Fields and Flus. You got him above or below? You got him below?
Oh no, I got them above them.
Okay, above. All right. Arthur Smith and Mariota, above or below? Geno Smith and Pete Carroll, above or below?
Above.
Daniel Jones and Brian Daboll. This is where the loyalty lies, right? Where the money resides.
Above.
By the way, this could also be, let's add the caveat, Tyrod Taylor, Brian Daboll.
Still above. I got to see it.
Yeah. I mean, we got to see Justin too, but
yeah,
I'll take your word for it. I'm with you. Jameis and Dennis Allen.
You know what? I'm gonna go below. I'm gonna go below.
Really? You think Jameis has that level of see? Got a ton of weapons.
because this is when he was in there, he got his 2 wins.
Yeah.
The offense looked. I'm not gonna say it was great. It looked decent, but you could see that he was starting to open it up before he got hurt. So I'll put them above. I mean, I
would go below on that because to me, they simplified things so much for Jameis. Now, granted, it still turned into touchdowns, but you didn't see the yardage. You didn't see it still equaled wins, though. I guess that's what's important. But also, Dennis Allen, that's a whole new thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to probably be running Sean Payton's similar style defense. I don't know. That's a tough one for me. I would say above Jameis and Dennis Allen. But all right, let's keep it going. Ron Rivera, Carson Wentz. Carson got some talent, but it depends on which Carson you get.
Yeah. Plus Ron, I would say I would have to put them below Justin, and because sometimes Ron be doing that thing where it's just like, all right, dude, what you doing? What you doing? What was that?
I would probably go above as well, just because I don't believe in Carson. Like,
that's understandable.
Like almost none do I believe in Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see him as a legitimate. I don't think he comes back as the quarterback that he once was. I think it's too. I think he's too far gone from that, and age is starting to play a part into it.
You want to know the funny thing about that though? Watching that full Hard Knocks thing, like watching them throughout the season, and them like they were up to the point like, yo, we can do whatever we want to do. We can control our destiny, and he just like sold.
Yeah,
I can see why people is like, yeah, he's not what he used to be. Like
it's weird, dog. It's definitely weird. I don't know, man. Let's see. Who did we say? So Winston and Tua and Mike McDaniel. What do you got? Where you got there? Above or below?
below. How you feel about Carson? I feel that way about Tua.
So Justin is above Mike and Tua.
Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan, Trey Lance, above or below?
I would have to say above because Shanahan's system is Shanahan's system. So even then, I think that Trey Lance will be able to run it, so they'll be able to surprise some people. So plus he's got better weapons.
We'll get to see that week 1. I would probably
Justin versus Trey.
I would probably say Justin and Flus are below Lance and Shanahan, like you said, because of Shanahan's system. All Shanahan, right? But like, I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo was this amazing quarterback. I think.
Oh no, he wasn't.
System.
The career numbers don't knock your socks off, but like. Yeah. Hey, I mean, he got.
But he wins. But the win numbers.
52 winner percentage.
But the wins. Mike Tomlin.
How many yards you throwing for? 200.
Mike Tomlin, Kenny Pickett, and/or Justin, or Mitch Trubisky, depending on their above or below. You got Justin above him or below him?
I got him. I got him above him. I don't think that. So this the thing. They got the weapons.
They've got the weapons. They've got the line, even though it's aging.
I don't think that either Kenny Pickett or Trubisky is that accurate for me.
Yeah.
For me to say like, hey, like he's head and shoulders above. He's head and shoulders above Justin. At this moment, so. Nah, I gotta get Justin and Eberflus the nod on that.
Now here's a little side question for you, right? A little side question. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season in his NFL career. He's been in the job 15 seasons. Will this be the first season that Mike Tomlin has a losing season?
Possibly. I thought it was gonna happen last year.
That's what I mean, no, dog. Like, we've seen this mug win with some trash at the quarterback position, bro.
Hey, dog. That man's out here winning big with Josh Dobbs.
You know what I'm saying? Like
out here in these streets.
So I don't know. I might say Tomlin doesn't even have a losing season this year.
Well, nah, he's not gonna have the defense. He's not gonna have a losing season. If we was just basing it off offense, then yeah. But the defense is still intact.
Yeah. I'd say that he's not gonna have a losing season.
I mean, it's going on year 3 though. Well, not year 4. This is year 4. They got the defense. So.
Doug Peterson back in the NFL or Trevor Lawrence, Justin above or below them? Peterson, another Andy Reid guy, I believe, right?
Yeah, but he the only Andy Reid guy that worked.
True.
I don't blame what happened in Philly on him. That was on Carson. You thought you was a man. You wanted to be a man. Cool. I would have to, and they went. They spent the bag on their weapons. Can I just go like? Cause see, I feel like right there is kind of the same though. Cause see, like
even you got them even.
Yeah, nah, I got them dead even because Trevor basically had the same season that Justin had last year. like we don't know what Doug is gonna do because he's had what 2 years off now.
Yeah.
I mean they got the weapons, but I mean the jury's still out. But so I got them like smack dab. I think that's kind of even right there for me.
All right, Josh McDaniels, Derek Carr. You got Justin
No,
above
yeah,
or below?
I got that above. I got that above. I think that the Raiders got some good pieces. And then I think Josh McDaniels to me is like ready to kind of right the wrong he did when he was with the Broncos kind of. I mean, and they got the weapons, their cars in place. I actually think they're gonna ball out. How much I don't know because of the division.
Why? I guess my question is, why do we feel like McDaniels is going to be different as a head coach now versus when he was a head coach? Just better weapons, right? Because McDaniels is Tebow, right?
Again,
No,
no, oh no,
McDaniels was Orton. He had Cutler, and then he got rid of Cutler after year one, and then he had Orton.
Yeah, got Orton.
Why do we feel like McDaniels is all of a sudden going to light the world on fire? Just because he took time off, and that means he's got a clean slate?
I think he has the perfect complement of weapons this time. The perfect complement of weapons. He's had like mad years off, and he's gonna have them prepared. Like, cause he's coming from that Belichick tree. Like, if anybody was under Belichick and like you expect them to actually do something, it would probably be Josh. Even though I probably would have thought Belichick would have retired and then Josh would have took over the Patriots, but
Belichick said, "Hey, leave until he get a ring."
I'm
need
not
one more.
leaving.
I need one more.
Nah, but
I like how my Belichick and Thibodeau voice are the same. That kind of fits. Aren't they friends too? I think they're actually friends because Tom won his when he won with the Celtics, they were over there.
I think they was
they're actually friends.
they was chilling at one of the regular season games.
Yeah, man.
Belichick be out there.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why we think that the
Hey, bro. I don't forget nothing, bro. I try not to forget.
I just don't know why. Like, let's be real. Like, these are the same things we said about McDaniels the first time.
Yeah, but he was the rookie hotshot the first time, though.
He's still. I mean, I guess he's not the rookie hotshot. He's the failed ex-head coach who went back to his old team and continued to have the same success as coordinator. I just wonder because, right, like some guys are good for the coordinators. Some guys are good at being coordinators. And they just don't have that next level that it takes to be a head coach. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. I don't think this is the thing. I think the Jets could take a leap. I don't believe that Robert Saleh is a head coach. I think he's a great defensive mind. No, that's a fact.
Yeah, and some guys, listen, sometimes that even works, right? Like I really do think that Kyle Shanahan is a better play caller than he is a head coach. But I think he's such a great play caller, and he's got the right people in place. Not to say that it's not going to work. He's got the right people in place, and maybe that's the biggest thing for Josh McDaniels. That it puts him over the top. If Josh McDaniels puts a staff together that puts him over the top, I could see that absolutely working. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, it just depends on who's on the staff.
Because listen, you've got Josh McDaniels paired with a great talent at quarterback in Derek Carr. I'm not saying he's a top level quarterback. I'm not saying he's best quarterback in the NFL. I'm not comparing him to Aaron Rodgers like some people on this show have done. But what I will say is that Josh McDaniels, to me, I still got question marks on him because of what we saw previously with him as the head coach. That's a different level of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's experienced it, but it didn't work out. And maybe he is the new coming of Belichick. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he does take that same step that Belichick took. I don't know. We'll see. Let's keep it pushing, though. Do you got Kirk Cousins and Kevin O'Connell above or below Justin Fields and Coach Flus?
I'm gonna say yes, just because.
Yes ain't the answer. Above or below? I'm gonna say yes. Huh?
Yeah, I got them above. I got them above just because the weapons have been there longer. I mean, you got and they still got weapons coming through. I mean, you still got Dalvin Cook. I mean, Ngakwu is still coming up out of that backfield now. You still got Justin Jefferson. You still got Adam Thielen. D.D. Westbrook. I mean, these dudes is loaded.
Yeah,
they've been there, so I would have to say he's definitely. I would have to say they're definitely above them.
They're an interesting one to me, right? Because I want to know what the game plan is going to be. Because we've seen what game plan works and what game plan don't work. Kirk Cousins throwing the ball 40 times don't work. So I want to see.
They don't throw the ball. They don't throw the ball when they need to. I feel like that's the problem.
And I feel like that's going to be an interesting one to me because, to me,
I'm with you on that.
I don't know if he can. I don't know if Kirk Cousins can ever headline a championship run. Like he can be the reason why, right? But he's definitely a top 10 passer, borderline anyway. When he doesn't throw the ball a ton, he's got good efficiency. He's always got the ability to put the ball downfield. But I don't know. I mean, what are we expecting from Kevin O'Connell as far as a system?
Yeah. Would you go as far to say like Kirk is like because I think to me he's kind of like Alex Smith in Kansas City, like because remember Mug is like you throw the ball, but when we need you to throw the ball down the field, like you don't do it, like we running the ball.
I think
like, but then when
similar in mindset to me, like what you need to do for them to win, very different execution. Because Kirk can put the ball downfield. Kirk has an arm. You know what I'm saying?
Alex could too, which is why I said
Alex could.
He could when he needed to, but that was a problem. Like
that deep ball.
You saw when Kirk got out of there and they brought in what was Buddy name, bro? And they made it to the NFC Championship, bro. As soon as he got out of there, they started slinging that pill.
Listen, there's a difference between a 30-yard deep ball and a 40-yard deep ball.
I
don't know. I wouldn't call Kirk Cousins Alex Smith, mostly based on the fact that Alex Smith won. Now, granted, that could be Kirk Cousins just in the wrong system, right? But I can't say Kirk hasn't had talent. Kirk's had a lot of talent. Kirk's got similar talent at the weapons position to what that Kansas City team had. Coaching completely different, right? Andy Reid probably goes down as one of the best coaches in NFL history. One of, I said. But I don't know. That's a tough one for me. I get where you're going with it, especially like the mindset of it. But Alex Smith has won a lot of games. Hey, Crit, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Crit said 30 is a medium ball. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. 30 was Alex Smith's deep ball, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 30 was Alex Smith's deep ball, though. You know what I mean? Like, Alex Smith was winding up on that mug. 30. And Muggs was slowing down to get it. So we did. Okay, so you had Kevin O'Connell and Kirk Cousins. But you know what? Yeah, I'll put them above Justin and Coach Flus because
they got Justin Jefferson, bro.
They got a lot of guaranteed weapons that even if Kirk just throws it underneath, Kirk can still be successful with that. So I'll put it above there. I don't know what Kevin O'Connell's going to do though. Kevin O'Connell might look at Kirk Cousins and say he wants to pass. Like I would assume he's going to run some variation of Sean McVay's offense, right? But outside of that, like what the heck's he going to do? I feel like Minnesota absolutely missed out on all the names they wanted, and that's why you see Kevin O'Connell in there. Let's keep it going. Frank Wright and Matt Ryan. I think we both got that below. I think we both got.
Yeah, no, that's
Justin
below.
Justin and Flus below them.
That's below. Hey, Nick Foles, go get your money though.
Hey, I can absolutely see that being a Super Bowl team.
With Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan, yes. I could absolutely see that being a super. That defense is stout.
Michael Pittman
is ridiculous. They've got weapons, multiple weapons. They've got a running game. Now they've got a quarterback.
Michael Pittman. I'm echoing. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hold on. I think I knocked my own volume down. You say it again. There you go.
Yeah, all right. So they got Michael Pittman.
Yep.
Still got T.Y.
Yep.
I mean, running game style, offensive line style, defensive line style. I can see it. I can see it. The thing is Matt Ryan gonna get them into the end zone.
Oh, Matt Ryan had no problem getting into the end zone. Matt Ryan just didn't go to Julio in the end zone. Those are two different things. They have.
Hey, you know what that means? Hey, don't draft Michael Pittman. Hey, don't get Michael Pittman in fantasy. It's a setup.
I'm not gonna lie. I might stay away from most of the Colts receivers because you don't know which one he's not gonna go to. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I mean, dog, you got. Let me see this here. Let me see this here. Is it? Can I? Bow. There we go. You got Michael Pittman. Who else is on this mug? Who's that tight end? Mo Alley Cox at tight end. That's all the tackles and all of that stuff. Jonathan Taylor at the running back. They got a squad.
Yeah, that's my type of squad right there.
They got one of the best offensive lines in the game. They got a nice defense. You're just adding a dude that actually can complete a pass and still throw the ball. Now, here's the question. Is this a Phillip Rivers situation? How long can Matt Ryan do this? Because Matt Ryan's what, 37?
Yeah, Matt Ryan out there, bro. That's like a 2-year window to me. I ain't gonna hold you.
I would agree with that. I think that's what it was, a placeholder to fight.
That's a 2-year window right there.
You got a haul for that too. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's gonna be crazy. But I think that's a Super Bowl contending team, in my opinion. Let's keep it pushing. By the way, if you're in here right now listening to us, man, we got 78 in this mug. I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor and go ahead and
push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports weekly. Right now, we're ranking where we think Coach Flus and Justin rank among the duos among the new regime here in the NFL. Kevin Stefanski, Deshaun Watson, you got him above or below?
I got him above. Just because they got a myriad of weapons. You talking about Amari Cooper, Schwartz,
yeah.
Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, one of the best offensive lines in football. And you know what? I actually think they're gonna switch it up a little bit. It's gonna be a lot more balanced with the with the running of the football and throwing the ball down the field. So I'm anxious to actually see what's gonna happen with that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Now here's the question that I have for everybody in the chat, because there's still one duo to be made here. Where's Baker go?
Dog, Baker, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know because I think Seattle's gonna stick with Geno because they know Bryce Young is coming out of Alabama. Yeah, I don't know because I don't think they stick. I don't think they would have stuck with him if they didn't know that Deshaun was getting suspended. So I think he's gonna play for them for 4 games.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be the weirdest dynamic to me because it's like, okay, I know y'all don't want him, but then you asking me to come back and then play for you, but I still got to get this check. But I don't mess with nobody in this locker room. Like,
So I've got a prediction with it. They're gonna have to cut him.
oh yeah, nah, they cut him.
They're
Where's
gonna
he
have
going?
to cut him. Baker Mayfield's gonna go to the Texans.
The Texans?
Baker Mayfield's gonna go to the Texans because he's a perfect quarterback for Lovie Smith. He's a quarterback that's smart, knows the game, may not have all the ability in the world, right? But with a great defense that Lovey's definitely going to build down there. He does enough offensively where Lovey can forget about the offense. Which we know he's going to do.
Yeah.
We know he's not going to pay nearly as much attention to the offense as he does to the defense.
So no Carolina love?
I don't see it because they got too many pieces missing there. Like, yeah, you might be able to get a quarterback in there now, but you still have no running game. You still you have to put things around Baker, right? The Texans are bad enough that they're going to have enough picks to put things around Baker. It's going to take.
And Baker's still mad young too.
Baker's still mad young. And I think Baker wants a team that's willing to be loyal to him. Titans ain't a bad team either. Titans ain't a bad pick either. But they just
but they got Malik Willis, so that would kind of
Malik Willis. So I don't know if that one's gonna be it. I could see Baker to the Dolphins. I don't see because they.
I could see the Giants. I could see the Giants, but it just depends on how Daniel Jones plays. Because Daniel Jones already knows that they're not picking up his option.
Here's the thing. I'm talking about for this season. I'm talking about a move this season. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about Baker sitting out a year and going into next season because Baker's not going to play this year. Baker's not playing backup to Deshaun Watson.
So you think they cut him like right before the season starts?
I think they'll cut him right before the season starts, which I think is a bad move. I think that's a disservice to Baker. I don't like when organizations do that. And I absolutely think that Baker Mayfield will be playing for the Texans before the season's over.
I can honestly see the Giants, but I'm with Pat. I'm not seeing that this year.
I would rather see Tyrod get a shot than Baker.
Because I want to see Tyrod get a shot, and I want to see Mara stick to his guns. And if he says if he stands by it that he says we didn't give Daniel Jones a fair shake.
Yeah.
You already said that you're not picking up his option. You know that. Fine. You didn't give him a fair shake. Let him play the season.
Yeah.
After that, you can revisit the Baker conversation, but.
And even that, right? Like, what's a fair shake? Like he said, he's not picking up his option. That don't mean he's not willing to pay him to stay there.
Right.
Like he might say, "Hey, listen, we'll give you a 3-year deal. We'll pay you $7 million a year."
But that's if we win the division.
I don't even think it's that. I think if he stands on, hey, we didn't give him a chance. Because if you're really gonna give him a chance, one season ain't it. If you're really gonna give Daniel Jones a chance, one season ain't it. You've got to give him a chance to get into the system, learn the system, understand the system. So for me, right, like that's why I say, like, I don't think Baker ends up there because the owner is big on that. But listen, guys change their mind all the time. They be like, we wanted to give him a chance. And then like Deshaun Watson becomes available, be like, F that chance.
Why we can get Deshaun?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so like I know what I said earlier, but
Yeah.
like
I lied.
I
I lied. I'm sorry. Deshaun Watson's available. I lied. I think Baker plays this season, and I think he plays for a. I think he plays for a legit team that he'll be able to compete for, win the job there. And I think the Texans is perfect because he wants a team that's going to pay him, that's going to be loyal to him, and Lovey would. Lovey would say, "Yeah, give him his money." Why? I ain't got to worry about him.
I'm worried about this defense though.
I don't have to worry about him.
You right about that.
They got a ton to fix down there. They still got to put an offensive line in front of them. They still got to get him some better weapons down there. Like, I'm not saying that he's going to go out down there and light the world on fire, but I think a quarterback that Lovie Smith can say, I know he can play football, and we just got to put some pieces around him. They can do that. Lovie can do that. The problem with Lovie was finding the quarterback and a left tackle. That might still be a problem, but Baker can run a little bit.
So what about
here's our we got two more.
Why not just take the year off then?
Why? Who are you gonna go to?
Because,
I mean, a year off.
Well, it makes sense. I would take the year off if the Browns cut him before week 1. Then I would do absolutely what you're saying. But if he signed me a season, we know the Texans ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna take the year off, save my body.
If he's signing it, you got to take injuries into account, right? If he's signing mid-season, that means that somebody's hurt.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That means that Mitch got hurt, or Wentz got hurt, or Mills got hurt, and they're like, "Hey, you still play football, right?" And here's the other thing too. Name me the person that took a year off and came back and was dominant. Or even the level of player that they were. Yeah, I'm saying like taking a year off in football.
You said taking a year off or got hurt?
That's off of injury. That's off of injury. You're still doing football.
Oh, I thought you said taking a year off or got hurt. So that's why I said that.
Taking a year off. No, I'm saying that's still doing football stuff, right? You're recovering to come back to football.
That is true. Vic did it.
Mike Vick is one.
And he did that and got $100 million immediately.
Football is different. You know what I'm saying? Like taking a year off football. Think of Bilal Nichols for us.
No, Mike still had to get in shape though.
Mike still had to get in shape. He had to get
Mike was in baseball shape, and let Tim Grover say baseball shape is different than basketball shape.
You talking about Michael Jordan, nah. But yeah, you know, like there's Deshaun Watson. I hope so. I think so. But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, like we're not talking about.
Yeah, I'm with it. I see what you're saying.
We're talking about taking a year off from getting your head kicked in. You know what I mean? Like that's very different. That's a very different game. You might be able to name a handful of guys, but that's not the norm. And I don't think Baker Mayfield's that level of player. Like think about also the guys you're naming were at one point the best in their league. The best in the game. Where do we got Russell Wilson, Nathaniel Hackett above or below? How much trust do we have in Nathaniel Hackett?
I don't know. I gotta see it because this the thing. Like I like Russ. I like the Russ Nathaniel Hackett thing. They got the weapons, but bro, like just alone in the AFC West, it's like, dog. I'm legitimately not sure. Like I'm not sure. Like they no they'll win some games, but you have to play everybody in your division at least twice.
It ain't gonna be like they just running.
I got the thing is I got more faith in the rest of the dudes in your division than in you because I mean if you look at it, Justin Herbert and his coach already solid. They're saying they added their weapons. We just talked about the Raiders.
Yeah.
After that you got I'm missing one more team. Broncos, Chargers. Right. Oh yeah, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders.
Are you talking about in the division? Broncos,
Yeah.
Chargers, Raiders. I hate when you blank on a team and now I can't blank.
Like yo. Yeah, hey, just said my memory was good. Dang.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm forgetting about Chiefs. I don't. Yeah.
Dog. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. So yeah, if I'm thinking about it, they're probably last in their division. If I'm being honest, if we go into it, so I mean, but they're above Justin and Eberflus. Like as far as head coach quarterback, I'm going last in the division.
Behind the Chargers?
Yeah. Justin's been in that system. He had to switch no coach.
That's true. But I mean, Russell Wilson's. Listen, like we're acting like it's gonna be a drop off of a
and it's not a slight, but I'm talking about like everybody got
you got. I don't know if I have the listen. The unknown is better to me than the known in this situation. Because what I know of Josh McDaniels is he was a bad head coach.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
true, yep.
That was a bad head coach.
That's true.
I don't know what Nathaniel Hackett is, but I don't know if I just give Josh McDaniels and I think Russell Wilson's a better quarterback than Derek Carr is.
That's all. But Derek Carr got Devontae Adams, and that they played well. Let him tell it. They played together. So
Derek Carr's got Devontae. Russ has
and you got Hunter. He got the camaraderie with his dogs.
That's a very different dynamic there. I will say that. You know what? Okay, I'll give you. I probably agree with you just because they're both new. Where in the Raiders situation, Derek Carr has been on this team. He understands the guys he's got. He understands how they play. He can kind of go to the coach and be like, "Yo, Josh, this is what we got here." That's a. I'll agree. Agree. I don't like that. I agree, but I will agree. I don't know why I don't like.
I can't refute none of these points. These are good.
I don't feel good about it, but I agree. And then Todd Bowles, Tom Brady. I think we got them. I think we both got them above.
Yeah, it's above. It's Tom.
That combo's won a Super Bowl already. Yeah,
he
most diverse staff.
He took 1 week off and looked at the schedule at the house. He was like, "Nah."
Hey,
this not for me.
Funny hearing about Tom too because Joe Burrow was like, "Did you really think he was retiring?" And they were like, "Well, yeah. Why would I think he's lying?" And he was like, "I don't think he was lying. I think he just said like." He wants to retire, and he knows he can come back at any time, and he wanted time to think about it without everybody hounding him on if he's going to play or not. Tom spent a week home with the kids. Did you see Did anybody watch the golf tournament? Has that happened yet?
I don't think the tournament happened. I just think they've been talking. I think they've been talking big mess.
Because I've
been talking big mess. Because Tom was flaming Josh Allen,
bro. Flaming Josh Allen, bro. Tom Brady coming for the jugular. And Aaron Rodgers, too. Like, he got some good transit. And Josh and Pat Mahomes ain't really saying
ain't said nothing. I'm like, dang, hey.
I'm like, listen, y'all better come out and cook them if you're not going to talk no trash. I ain't heard nothing. Tom
was like, hey, yeah, Josh ain't really done nothing since he came in. I'm like.
Bro, he said he's done nothing yet. He's done nothing. He hasn't done nothing in the NFL yet. Yeah, I'm saying he got a long way to go.
I'm like, dang, bro.
He is the only one on that foursome without a Super Bowl ring. So I guess I agree with him. But that's a tough comment. Time inflaming that man. When is that supposed to be?
Yo,
I
I really don't know.
I keep seeing it like promoted and stuff, but I haven't seen a date on that mug. Let me see.
I gotta look that trash up. Unless it happened already, you know.
It might have happened. The match 2022. So it hasn't happened yet. I'm trying to figure out. Let's see. This is 10 hours ago. A complete guide to Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers versus Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes. By the way, who you taking?
It's June 1st.
Oh, so it's this Friday.
Oh yeah, June 1st.
Who you taking? Oh, my bad. It's this Wednesday. Wednesday at 6:30. Who you taking in that one?
I ain't even gonna lie to you though.
I've seen Tom Brady get multiple hole-in-ones. I don't even.
Yeah, I'm taking Brady and Aaron. I'm taking Brady and Aaron. Cause I ain't seen Pat and cause I ain't seen Pat and Josh golf. I ain't seen Pat and Josh golf.
And I'm definitely watching it on TNT.
Come on now, you got to.
Because last year, like, they in his ear and Chuck's talking trash to Tom, and as he does, like, Tom hits a beautiful shot that goes straight in. You're like, suck on that, Chuck. Jesus. Tom, relax. This is a family show. Hey man, we appreciate y'all tuning in and rocking with us, man. If you haven't done so, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We're gonna get we gotta switch gears here. Talk a little bit of NBA because we do got the finals coming up. Sorry, Ringo. And we've also got
we should be there, but
we've also got some Bulls news from the weekend, man. Cause listen, dog, it's Clutch Sports is doing a heck of a job. I mean, you got to commend the job that they're doing, putting rumors out on a consistent basis. Now, Zach LaVine is not only the perfect pick, but is being targeted by
I told you
the Dallas Mavericks. According to Mark Stein, the Dallas Mavericks are interested in bringing in all-star guard Zach LaVine to Texas and pairing him with Luka Doncic in what would most likely be the most potent backcourt in the NBA. Is there any chance that we see that at this point, this is the entire offseason? Is there any chance that we see Zach LaVine heading to Dallas?
I mean, to me, I think that he's everything he said. I think that right now he's neutral, right? Because like I said, he's a first time free agent. 2026, 27, he's gonna take that meeting. But I legitimately think he's looking at everything. And I mean, if it was me, if it was me, I'm going because it's Luka. But I would say right now it's probably like 20% chance. I'll probably say it's like a 20. I'd probably say it's like a 20% chance right now. But Mark Cuban will have to pull out the Shark Tank meeting for this dude to like. You know what? I think I might, bro. What if that man pulled a DeAndre Jordan out?
What you mean?
Like, say he going to Dallas, wake up and just be like, "Nah, this ain't right,"
and then does it.
And you know what? I think I'm gonna just head back to Chicago.
Here is my question with it, right? Like, I'll give it more of a percentage than you will for one reason. Zach with Luka puts Zach closer to an NBA championship.
Oh no, yeah, because he's the best. I think that everybody thinks that he's the best player that legitimately. I think Richard definitely said this the other day. Like, if I wanted to get close to a championship in the next 5 to 10 years or 3 to 5 years, Luka's the one I'm going with.
I would agree.
Luka's the one I'm going with.
Giannis, but Giannis.
Yeah. So we in agreement, but it was a good point. But yeah, no, I saw what he was saying, and this is the thing though. Everything that he said, because he said, like, I'll have to review it with my family, and everything he's saying is like, yo, we've known what the city has meant to us.
Yeah.
And don't think of it as like, me leaving just because I wanted to leave. Like it's a business. Like, he want the max. He want to be in the best position to play. So I think he's legitimately going to look at everything.
I'll say that. Well, here's the thing, right? So he has to play with the Bulls to get the max. He has to be here and play here at least for this season to get 212, and then the Bulls could move if he wanted out. I could see a trade happening with Dallas more so based on the fact that they get him down there. They probably can restructure a deal with him, all that stuff, right? But then there's interest on the Bulls side in that situation to me because there's players that could come back that are actually worth getting back. Yeah, I know Jalen Brunson is young and new, but Jalen Brunson has shown that he can at a minimum play basketball. It's not the equal pick for Zach. They'd have to throw some other things in there as well. But it makes sense. Like, most of these trades don't make sense. Zach LaVine to LA. It makes no sense. And granted, here's the thing. The reasoning, right, to me, Zach LaVine's going there understanding that he's now a number 2. That's the only thing that would have to change for me. That's the only thing that would have to change for him. He has to make that understanding that he's a number 2, no matter where he goes. If Zach don't think he's a number 2, Zach's going to be in Chicago. I believe Zach's going to be in Chicago. But at a minimum, this trade makes sense because Zach's going to a team that can win him a championship. The Lakers aren't going to win him a championship, right? Like, I feel like LaVine...
Like, Portland ain't going to win him a championship.
I feel like
Atlanta won't.
With Luka, you can find pieces to put around those two and you can win a championship.
No, that's a fact. And I think, you know what? Another thing to it is I feel like he has the attitude. Like, even if I do go over to Dallas,
yeah,
I'm the best number 2 option in the league. When I'm healthy, like plus I know Luka. I know Luka is gonna set me up to the point where, like, I'm going to be in the best position to do what I got to do, and right, like, you don't know the like that we like, even if it does happen, we don't know like all the particulars about who's going and who's staying. But I mean, he's probably looking at these playoffs and looking like, yo, if that was me instead of Jaylen Brunson,
now it's gonna be a completely different team.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a completely different team because
Dallas got bread.
Dallas has the bread.
Hey, Mark Cuban gonna cut that check.
Dallas has the bread. They'll go into the luxury tax for all of that, all that good stuff, right? But here's the thing: Bulls get Dinwiddie back. Bulls get Brunson. Bulls get probably one of their bigs, Powell or Kleber.
I'm taking Powell.
You know what I'm saying?
If Lonzo's coming back, I want Powell.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a different team, so it's gonna be Luka and Zach. That's your pairing. But I do.
But they got money to go get a big though too.
I do believe that gets you closer to an NBA championship if you're in the mindset of Zach LaVine. To me, I think.
What does?
And
All right,
I,
let me ask you a serious question.
I think the Bulls get young assets back for the future that you feel good about, right? Like you don't feel at the same level that Jalen Brunson is Zach LaVine, but you feel that Jalen Brunson can play. You feel like Jalen Brunson's a guy that can put up 22 to 25 a night. Now you're in the mindset of, okay, we're going to this season trying to win as much as we can. But on top of that, we need P. Will to become P. Will. We need Io to take another step along with Jalen Brunson. Lonzo's here. DeMar, keep doing what you're doing. Vooch has to step up. We go find another piece. And your cap is completely open because you're not paying Jalen Brunson anywhere near what Dallas would get for him. Jalen Brunson would probably get signed just to make money work.
Yep. No, that's a fact. And then like look, on the opposite side of that, right? Because Dallas has money to go get a big. Does the trio of Luka, Zach, and Aiden get him to where he needs to go?
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you that's what Mark Cuban is looking at.
It's better. It's a heck of a combo.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a nasty combo.
It's a heck of
I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, I think I don't know. I will put, I'm gonna put more of a percentage. I'll say it's probably like 35% chance. But it's just we really don't know. But I know that everything that he said in the media, like that he's officially said, I think he's gonna take all these meetings, look at it with his family, and then look at the best option because he wants a chip.
I mean, here's the thing: he wants a chip, but he wants to be the reason they win a chip, based on what he said. He wants a chip, but he wants to be the reason they win a chip.
I mean, you can still be a number 2 and be the reason that they won a chip.
Yeah, but you're not. Listen, we're not giving Clay the same accolades we giving Steph.
True.
Clay's not making top 10 lists. Clay's not.
I mean, hey, look.
Listen, Clay don't get the finals right now. He doesn't get the love that Jimmy Butler gets.
Oh no, yeah, oh no, Jimmy Butler getting mad love.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. That Clay's in the finals right now, and he doesn't get the love that Jimmy Butler gets for getting his team to a one shot away from making the NBA finals. That's the difference between being the number 1 and the number 2. So it's gonna be. I think Zach's coming back 100%. I think the Bulls are still in a great position no matter what. I think that AK's got the Bulls in a great position no matter what. And I think this Bulls team is going to be even more competitive next season than they were this season, as long as they're healthy, because I think that you're going to add a heck of a piece this offseason, either through the draft or by trading that 18th pick. And moving into an era where hopefully P. Will does take that step, and all of a sudden you're talking about, oh yeah, this team's going to have winning seasons for years to come, not just while DeMar and Vooch are here. I think that's the biggest difference they got to have there. Let's keep it pushing, man. Let's keep it moving. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. We also are throwing these up on the community tab and over on the Twitter on the poll.
Sir.
Vote on the polls as well. I'm not talking about Ryan polls either. Vote on the polls as well, and let us know you guys' opinion over there. Where do you think Zach LaVine ends up? Does Zach LaVine end up in Dallas? Let me know in the comments. Let me know over on the poll as well. We're going to have another video dropping today as well. Going to be breaking down some more draft tape. And, of course, always keeping an eye on any news that might break here throughout the day. But going to have another draft breakdown. I forget which player we're dropping today, but be on the lookout for that as well. Here we go. When we're talking about The NBA Finals.
We should be there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep saying that every time.
Yeah.
We should be there.
I don't know if you should be there. You're not. When you're talking about the NBA Finals, are we talking about a series that is about to be over in 4 games, 5 games? Does it go the distance? Are we talking about a competitive series? Or is this about to be Golden State doing what Golden State does and getting the heck out of it?
So I was just talking to my guy last night, because he a Boston fan, and he was asked me the same question, and I told him I was on the mindset. I'm like, look, it's because I think you get like the people that ref the fight, like the people that ref the finals, you get the same crew throughout the whole thing, I believe. If they allow Boston to play like they played Brooklyn, it's gonna go 7 games. Because now Marcus Smart can get physical with Steph. You know that they can pretty much do what they do. If not, you talking about them letting Grant Williams and Brown. Nah, Grant Williams and the guy off the bench. I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. Not Pritchard. The curly hair dude with the headband.
Oh, Derek White.
Yeah. You talking about Grant Williams and Derek White.
Yeah, he looked hard
shooting the ball, which we know they can do that in some capacity. If they on. I'm looking at it like if I still got Warriors and I still got the Warriors, but it just depends on that first game and what the refs do. I will say I give Boston no shot if Robert Williams plays this because he plays one game, he doesn't play, he's available, he's not. And I feel like that's gonna be the biggest thing because right now Looney has been eating this entire playoffs since Steve Kerr's put him in like full throttle. I think the last game they played, he had 10 points and like 16 rebounds or something like that. So if Robert Williams can't go, I got Warriors in like 5. I get them 1.
I've got Warriors in 5 as well. I think that there's just too many. Listen, I understand people are sitting here like I don't know how mugs look at defense, but I understand that a lot of people the argument is the Warriors aren't going to be able to defend Dallas. The Warriors have one of the best team defenses in the NBA. They have all season. They've had one of the best team defenses that has been able to literally shut down teams' best players and make their lives miserable. On top of that, they've got 4 guys that any given game can drop 30 on your head. I don't think that Boston is going to have enough dogs to defend it. And I don't care what nobody says. Listen, since Marcus Smart has got DPOY, every guard in the league has been like, yeah, let me get busy on him. Who y'all think was trying to guard Jimmy Butler them last couple games? Like,
turn around, Jay. Splash.
Marcus Smart has been terrible since he got
whole lot of flopping though. Academy Award, a whole lot of flopping though.
Bro, I feel like there's gonna be a ton. Kyle Lowry flops way too much too. It's disrespectful.
Oh no. On the same. Hey. The one clip you showed me, when that bug first round, and they was coming down the court, and he was.
It's at this point, bro. He got to stop, bro.
You gotta relax.
Crap.
You gotta relax.
It's disrespectful to his craft, bro. But no, I mean, like, I think that as far as the Warriors matching up with him, now I will say this: Jason Tatum and Marcus Smart being able to kind of come through, do that bump, that aggressive defense that they were able to do against Brooklyn. That could change things for Steph, right? If you can pick up Steph at half court and you're not getting those calls, and he's able, and Marcus Smart's able to play aggressive, Jason Tatum's able to play aggressive, right? That changes things for sure. But I think that there's just so much firepower on this Warriors team. Now, granted, injury changes everything, right? Nobody picked the Warriors to lose to Toronto, and all of a sudden we're talking about a Warriors team that is down 3 players and Toronto's holding up an NBA championship.
Right.
But
I really want Steph to get Finals MVP. I seen the comment. Somebody said he don't play good in the finals. Bro, 27, 6, and 6.
that's his final averages, yeah. No.
All right.
But
Shout out Stat Muse.
I mean, listen. I see this as the Warriors getting the job done. I'm gonna say Warriors in 5, and it's because I think that Golden State is gonna let them win one in Boston so that they can go back home and win it.
That's a fact.
I think
that's a fact.
I think Tatum. Here's the thing. I think Tatum's gonna play great. I think Jaylen Brown's gonna be up and down. And you need both of them to be.
That's what
great.
it was.
And you need both to be great for them to win this finals. You need both of them.
I mean that's a fact. I think, and the thing is, bro, like the Golden State, because Mug was talking about, oh, Milwaukee's deep, Miami's deep, like. It's one thing for like the team to be deep as a whole, but when you have like a deep team and everybody plays their role, like it's ridiculous. Like Wiggs plays his role. Otto Porter's coming off the bench. Otto Porter, bro, the one we had smoke for because he was coming out dressing fire, more than he was playing on the sideline for the boy, coming in playing his role. Like they just got too many bodies for them, bro. I'm sorry. Like they got too many combinations for lineups. And like I respect you, Doka, as a coach. I really do. But like this is on some Michael Jordan 45. Y'all thought that was funny. I'm switching back to the 23 type. And I think
Warriors smell blood in the water. You know what I'm saying? I think water, and I think they finished this one off. I do. I know a lot of people want the Celtics to win because of Jason Tatum. It's new, it's fun, blah blah blah. I don't think this is his year. I think it's been a fun run. You know what I mean? Steph Curry in the finals has been a monster, like you said. When you look at his numbers, 26, 6, and 5 in 28 NBA Finals games. 28 NBA Finals games, which is crazy. He shoots 38% from 3 in the finals, does shoot 42% from the field. But I mean, the game by games look good. I'll say that. The game by games look good. He's almost shooting 50% from the field in most of these games. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. The only reason people say he plays bad in the finals is his last finals run.
Oh, yeah.
44% from the field, 35, 45, 40, 43, 35% from the field.
Hey, he was the only one out there, though.
He was the only one out there.
He was on. Hey, when they were running that box and one, we was like, hey, bro.
This is I'm gonna run through this real quick. This is all of Steph's finals games. 26, 4, and 8 with 2 steals on 50% shooting. That's his first NBA Finals game. 19-6-5 on 21%, 27-6-6 on 50%, 22-2-7 on 47%, 37-7-4 on 56%, 25-6-8 on 42%, 11-5-6, bad game there on 27%, 18-9
That was the KD game.
on 63%, 19-1-3 on 46%. 38-5-6. He shot 48% that game, but 38-5-6. He shot 53% from the three-point line. He shot 53% from the three-point line. I ain't even gave y'all the three-point percentages. You know what I'm saying? I'm laughing at Muggs in the chat talking about, oh, he's played terribly in the finals. Go look at them game by games. Go look at them game by games. Don't look at his overall averages. Go look at them game by games. He's had some bad games in the finals. I give you that. But y'all be looking at the overall averages like that means something. Go look at them game by game. Do your research. Do your research, brother. That's all I'm saying.
Who are you talking to? Who are these people? They're lying to you.
Hey, I don't know, dog. Now, here's the thing. This is what brings the games down. I'll say this, right? This is what brings his percentages down. He's got games where 26%, 18%, 21%, 35%. Those are his bad games. Outside of that, there's 30% there. There's 5 games. He's literally shot like 50% in the finals.
Yeah.
Prediction right now: who gets Finals MVP?
Steph.
I think it does.
If it was any other year, if this was any year for him to get it, it's this year.
Yeah, I think
it's this year. Because this is the thing. Boston has to guard them head up. And look, Jason Tatum, and this is gonna be the thing it's gonna get Celtics fans on you too. Because I was thinking about this.
Fans, stay on me. It don't matter. You got beef with me? Run up.
Clay.
I don't want to hurt nobody.
Jason Tatum got to go through Clay. He got to go through Wiggs. My man's got to go through Otto Porter. And I thought Luka Doncic was gonna give that man trouble. They clamping up. Well, not clamping up because Luka got here, but they ran through all your favorite people. Boston will go.
I don't think they play the defense as good as Boston's though.
Who Golden State?
Golden State. I don't think they play.
Yeah, that's true. But like I said, they don't have. They don't have the amount of bodies Golden State does. They just don't. And we not even putting Jordan Poole in this we ain't even brought him up. Like that's the thing. Like Boston will go as far as Robert Williams allows them to.
I agree with that. I think Boston's way to win this series is inside. You gotta go. Al Horford, Daniel Tice, Robert Williams. You have to dominate inside. It's the one to me, the one weakness Golden State does have where they just don't have a body. Kuminga's not big enough to me.
But we didn't even bring up Kuminga though. Like you see how deep I'm going?
Playing I don't think Kuminga what did he like? He wasn't even playing at first, and then he got in.
But I'm saying like in terms of the bodies that Golden State has to throw at them, like Boston, like you cannot have you cannot make the argument that Jason Tatum is a superstar and then come out and have a 10-point game.
No, I'm not making that argument.
I'm not on that either.
I don't. And Kuminga's a guy that gave you moments. You know what I'm saying? Like Kuminga's nice, but I don't know if I'd throw him in there as the This is the guy that I'm looking for to make every play. This is the guy that I'm looking for to get the job done for me here. You know what I mean? Like, he gave you moments. I would say that I think the biggest feather in Golden State's cap right now is the fact that Andrew Wiggins is guarding Jason Tatum. Not to say that Jason Tatum isn't going to still be able to put up numbers, but it's going to make it harder. His presence is going to make it harder on him. Tatum a lot quicker than Luka is, though. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think defensively, when we're talking about what the Warriors are going to be able to do, it's going to hinge on how good Andrew Wiggins is in this NBA Finals. It's going to hinge on how good Andrew Wiggins is in this NBA Finals.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But I just even then without that, like Robert Williams is what makes their defense elite. Like you saw when he wasn't out there. I mean, Bam had a game by itself where Bam had 30, 35, 15, and six? Like, cool. Al Horford, cool, fine. Ty's cool, fine. If they don't have Robert Williams, this is over M5. Like, we not lying to y'all. Like, I legitimately mean that.
Well, I mean, listen, there's a lot of things that can happen. I'm not going to say that there's nothing that can happen that changes the trajectory of this series. There are things all the time that are going to change the trajectory of this series. Injuries that come into play. Listen, if Miami isn't injured, we might not even be talking about Boston in the finals right now, right? Like, Miami dealt with a ton of injury. Losing Tyler Hero was huge for them. Even though Tyler Hero wasn't playing great, he at least gave you the threat of scoring. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think it comes down to what wins games, right? Like, does Jason Tatum become a superstar in this finals? Maybe. Like, I have no problem giving him superstar if he balls out in the NBA Finals this year, and he might. And now he's been to a finals. Now you can kind of start to put him in that conversation. But I know Steph's one. I just feel like there's so much. You've got Tatum, who's a star level player, could be a superstar. You've got Brown, who's a all-star.
All-star.
Smart as DPOY. And to me, the rest...
Is he really, though? This man been getting cooked ever since he...
I don't know. That's a whole different thing. He won DPOY.
Okay. We're here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but outside of that, right? Like, you've got Steph, superstar.
That man looking like Troy Brown Jr.
Clay, who's been an all-star, who's playing at all-star level. Dre, who's legitimately a DPOY. You've got Poole, who's an all-star, who's playing at an all-star level. You've got Wiggins, who's an all-star, who's playing. There's a lot of weapons over there, bro. There's a lot of weapons over there. There's a lot of guys. I mean, there's 4 guys legitimately on that team that can score 30.
Brandon, I ask you this one question. I'll leave that statement at this. Brown is an all-star, but can you tell me the difference between him and Wiggins right now?
Wiggins has been consistent. At least in the last couple series. Actually, pretty much the whole playoff run.
He's been consistent the whole playoffs, and he's guarded the other team's best player.
To me, Brown is their X factor. Jaylen Brown's their X factor.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm getting out of Jaylen Brown.
If Tatum and Brown can both play great, then maybe I will give Boston a chance to get it to 7. But Tatum's been balling. He's had some up and down games, but Tatum's been balling. And Brown has had games, has had entire halves, has had 3/4 of a game where he hasn't been there. He's got 3/4 of a game where he hasn't been there. You know what I'm saying? What the heck is Jordan Murray talking about in the comments? The heck is
I don't know if this is breaking news or not. Daniel Greenberg.
let me check out what's going on with Greenberg. Let's go to Twitter real quick. We got some news. What do we got here? Daniel Greenberg. Oh, that is a little bit of news. Hold on. Oh, he's gotta get a ring. Drop the sounder real quick.
Heard Daniel Greenberg on Twitter 1 minute ago. Former Chicago Bears defensive lineman Akeem Hicks is signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, per Adam Schefter.
Exciting with the Buccaneers. Ooh. Shout out to Akeem Hicks getting his bread, man. I do love me some Akeem Hicks.
Dog, how are you running the ball on that though? JPP Vita Vea?
It depends on where
Shaq Barrett?
it depends on how healthy he is.
Dog, that's OC. I ain't gonna hold you.
Depends on how healthy Akeem ends up being. That's a scary defensive line.
Hey, all four of that, bro.
Line if he's healthy. Right, and you couldn't run the ball on him last year. That's a scary defense. Well, here's a good question, right? Because I said I dropped this video on Twitter, and a lot of people responded to it, but just kind of on the conversation of what a superstar is. Because I don't know how it got into white and black with Jordan Murray, but whatever, you know what I'm saying.
Huh?
He says he's a superstar. We got
that?
these white people got us knocking our own greats, saying our best ain't superstars, but I bet you say Billie Eilish was a superstar and ain't never heard of her. I still don't know who Billie Eilish is, so that was a dumb statement.
Billie Eilish is the
Second of all, this got nothing to do with white and black, because most of the NBA is black and most of
how did Billie Eilish get into this though?
No clue. It was a dumb comment, but I'm addressing it. Stupid is as stupid does, sir. But here's the thing.
Fool is born once a day.
What makes a superstar in today's NBA? Because it can't be numbers.
No, it can't be
what
numbers.
Makes a superstar in today's NBA? Because it can't be numbers. You know why? Because if that's the case, DeMar DeRozan was a superstar last year. He averaged 28, 5, and 5.
I would say a superstar like to me showing up in the big moments, not necessarily numbers, but doing everything else to impact the game.
So DeMar DeRozan was a superstar.
No.
DeMar DeRozan got back-to-back game winners. He averaged 28 points a game. He put the Bulls on his back this season when half the team was hurt.
No.
So DeMar DeRozan is a superstar.
Well, what's your definition of a superstar?
You got to have accolades. I understand that we want to make winning not a factor anymore to put our best among them, but you got to have the accolades.
Because I'm gonna touch on that real quick too, because this is the thing that irritates me. We have to stop discrediting what other people do, because now I feel like we trying to give LeBron that nod that like, hey, you didn't do this and you don't got this and you don't got this, but we're gonna put you here, and that's like.
But here's the thing. Everybody's got.
I'm on some like because Draymond Green. I was watching this podcast. He said it best. Nobody is trying to say that. Cause I think what they tried to do is they tried to say, Steph is better than Bron because this. Like, nah, bro. They both good. They both deserve their flowers. I'm not finna sit up here and try to discredit Jordan just because. Oh, I'm trying to elevate LeBron. They're both good.
But here's
Do I prefer Brian? Yeah, but
but
Jordan was that dude.
but here's my thing, right? I'm not basing it to me. I can't base a superstar on numbers.
Oh no! If
I
that's
can't
the case,
numbers don't mean nothing today. Everybody has numbers. Everybody has numbers. The numbers are inflated based on how the game is played.
Anthony Edwards is a superstar.
Every team has a 20-plus point per game player. That was unheard of back in the day. That's why you could use numbers to differentiate your superstars back in the day. Jordan was averaging 30. Nobody else in the league was averaging like 25. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was averaging 30.
34.
34, 30. No, higher than that.
Hey, nah, that man averaged 40 for a month. My fault.
You know what I'm saying?
He averaged 40 for a month.
And nobody else in the league was playing like that. You can't just base it on numbers. You have to base it on something that happens. And listen, I'm not saying that Jason Tatum can't be a superstar. I'm not saying that he won't be a superstar and play at a superstar level in this. If the Boston Celtics win the NBA Finals, guess what? Jason Tatum's a superstar. The fact that he's led his team to the NBA Finals might make him a superstar already. But it's about you accomplishing things. There's a lot of people that would tell you that Damian Lillard is a superstar.
He's not. He's not. I've been the main one to sit up there and say that. Damian
Lillard has the same accolades from his rookie year that he has right now,
bro. And that's the thing.
He's a great player.
To me, you can't sit up there and say that because of the simple fact, just because the team was dead in the water, and then I go on a run and we get to the playoffs just to get dropped off in the first round. That don't.
But my thing is, right, to me in this NBA, it has to be about accomplishment. It has to be about championships. Like even this, Tatum's first team All NBA. So something that we literally saw people talk about that they didn't pay attention to. Tatum is the best player on his team and led them to a championship. I'll give you that one. He did lead them to a championship. He's the best player on the team. ECF Finals MVP don't mean nothing to me.
Jimmy Butler did that.
That don't mean nothing to me. ECF Finals MVP, that's a new award. That don't mean nothing.
Hey, I guarantee you that it's gonna mean something in like 3 years. Watch.
You gotta give me like 4 or 5 years of that before that means something to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of that, like Brown should have won everyone. It really should be the LeBron James Award. Like it really should be the LeBron James
Award.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but we have to base it on because if that's the case, right? Jimmy Butler was a superstar when the Miami Heat went to the finals in the bubble.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm not saying that. But to them, like that's a yes. Even though I say no because we lost.
You know what I'm saying?
Was
Jimmy Butler a superstar the following season? He was the best player on his team. He was playing crazy defense, playing crazy offense.
No, we got swept the year after that.
You know what I'm saying? I get it. There are players that are, and I'm not saying Jason Tatum's a star. He is absolutely a star. He's one of the best players in the NBA. But you can't have a superstar on every team.
Butler wasn't even Miami's top scorer when they got to the finals. It was Dragic. Bro, but that was back committee. But you want to know what the problem is? And Jimmy Butler already said it. If I drop 40 and we lose, I don't care because we lost.
Yeah.
Like Muggs is out here trying to win. They called that a failed season because they lost. They didn't get to the chip, nor did they win the chip. That's
I just
failed
feel like
season to them.
I feel like
That's the difference. Oh my God, Jason Tatum he's a star. If they lose, you can't say that, because you want to know what he got. Jason Tatum got as many finals appearances as Jimmy Butler do.
I just feel like it's tough to just give superstar away today because of how many people can do it. Like, for every Jason Tatum, I can talk about other guys in the NBA that can also do what he has the ability to do. I can talk about a guy on his team that can also do what he has the ability to do. I think Jason Tatum will be a superstar in today's NBA. I think that Jason Tatum will be a one of the best players when a lot of these, but we're talking about a guy that's literally won nothing.
It's a fact.
Superstar in today's NBA has to be attributed to winning. You can't be what superstar doesn't have the accolades? Even if you want to slight Bron for losing 9 finals or going to 9 finals and losing 5 of them, LeBron James is going to finish as the player who scored the most points in NBA history. LeBron James is going to finish top 10 on the blocks. He's going to finish top 10 in just about every category.
Every statistical category, bro. Every statistical category.
Was MJ a superstar before he won a championship? No.
No, Ja is not a superstar.
He wasn't.
Brandon, first of all, nobody takes over the way Tatum does in the fourth. I can also point to where he only took 2 combined shots in 2 straight games versus Miami, but that's just me.
See, I don't give superstar away. It's a lot of people that just get. There's a lot of people that just throw that word around.
Because we say superstar the way we say GOAT, the way we say Hall of Famer, and we gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop doing that. Like,
hey, listen,
all this Mudge is up here talking about some. Oh well, we will. The Bulls, if they don't do this, the Heat, if they don't do this, we should get Donovan. What make Donovan Mitchell a superstar? Go look at them game by game numbers. Nothing. Go look at them game by game numbers. Y'all, bro, stop doing that. We have to. He's not a superstar.
And look, it's not a slight to him that he's a star level player. Like, I feel like Muzzle, like, that's disrespectful.
That's not a slight.
No, it's not. It's where the NBA is. The NBA continues to get better. The NBA continues to get better. I will agree with that. Hold on. I will say that MJ was a superstar before winning a championship. He won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year. That's that year right there was a superstar.
That was a superstar. Come on now.
Was Charles Barkley? Was Karl Malone? Yes, they both won MVPs. And Karl Malone was one of the third on the all-time scoring list. Yeah,
they ran into Jordan.
the stats matter.
They ran into Jordan.
The stats matter.
Like, we gotta stop doing it. Bro, I'm actually glad you brought that up, bro.
The numbers matter.
Doing that.
Winning matters.
We gotta stop doing that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Winning things matters. Being an MVP matters. I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, like, hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, Muslim, is your alarm going off?
Yeah, I think it's time for somebody to get up.
Hey, man, we finna get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. First off, Brandon Katz, you get blocked talking to me like that, my boy. I'm gonna need you to relax. How about you go somewhere else with all that spice, my boy? Oh, bean head, boy, stop playing with me. But nah, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this mug, man. We also talk national sports on the Daily Show Monday through Friday from 11 to 1. Hey, Brandon Katz, it don't matter. Oh, you talking to Steve? All right, you can talk to Steve. You talk to Steve. but keep it respectful. Hey, listen, we'll agree to disagree. It's all good. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. We'll be back tomorrow from 11 to 1 for another episode of The Daily Show. We will have a video dropping today as well. Breaking down more draft breakdown for the Chicago Bulls, and then we'll have a video if anything drops news-wise, for the Bears or the Bulls or the White Sox, anything like that. Also, low update just in case y'all missed it. Tim Anderson was placed on the 10-day IL, I should say, with a right groin strain. Luis Roberts expected to return. Probably break that down a little bit tomorrow as well. Shout out to all of y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. It's your boy, Panther Designer, back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago.